Hello guys, and welcome to my new YouTube video for today. And please ignore my haircut. I look bald. Anyway, today's video is, as you can see in the thumbnail, anime talk, darning in the franxx. Alright, this is not a review. This is just my thoughts about the anime in general, because I finished it back like in summer of 2019. I watched it with my cousin, so let's get to it. So overall, the anime was good. The theme, not so much, but hey, mechs are cool. And then, the first few episodes, my cousin, he was like, because we didn't know that the theme was about reproduction and like the family life classes that schools give to like children and like teens and stuff. So he was like, bro, whoever made this anime must have been like really horny, bro. Like, look at this, like the max, like the position that the girls need to be at, and then like what the frick. But the thing that I liked was like, well, obviously the mech fights and the characters. The most important thing was the characters. My cousin says that the characters were really good, just that the theme he didn't really like it that much. As for the characters themselves, they were really cool. Hero falls in love with Zero Two, and well, eventually they get together and they die together. Spoilers. And it's really funny though, cause everybody wants to meet, like their first like love at first sight, and then you know how people say like, oh, that never really happens, but it happened with Hero and Zero Two. Once he met that girl, he couldn't stop thinking about her, and boom. And as for Ichigo, the jealous girl that, cause like we all know, I mean, you and I have watched the anime, and we all know that Ichigo was like the jealous girl, like, hey, I want Hero, I like her, like, notice me, senpai. That's pretty much like throughout the whole freaking episodes. Notice me, senpai. As for Mitsuru, I want to talk about Mitsuru. So first of all, I told my cousin, well, this guy's a freaking prick, until like Hero, until we got the episode of his backstory, and turns out that Mitsuru was like the best friend of Hiro, and then Hiro child escapes the, I think it's called comb. He escapes like the dome or something with child 02, gets his brain washed, and boom, he was like, oh, I didn't make a promise to you, kid. Like, I don't know who you are. That explains why he was a freaking dum-dum to Hero. And like, nobody wants to get their brain washed. As for Sorome, I really liked his character, like he was pretty much, in my opinion, like the Beast Boy from Teen Titans, like the younger from all of them, because eventually in this anime, uh, people don't grow up, they are artificially grow up with like yellow cells. They're clones, no need for reproduction because everybody's freaking pretty much clones. As for Mitsuru, he was like the kid of the group, the Beast Boy from the Teen Titans. And I really liked how, like, I really like his characteristics, he was just like a fun guy to like be with. And as for Goro, okay, so people said, Ichigo X Hiro, obviously Zero Two X Hiro, and with like Goro, they were like, oh, Goro X Ichigo, because like they were like best friends, and he was gonna freaking self-destruct the mech when they were fighting the Klaxosaurus. He was like, oh, get out of here, Ichigo! I'm gonna freaking self-destruct this thing so the Klaxosaurus can be destroyed. And I really like his character too. He was just looking out for the team. As for Futoshi, I couldn't feel bad for him because he was like, well, he is a nice character. But when Kokoro switched teams with Mitsuru, because when she read the How to Make a Baby book, she was like, oh, I like Mitsuru, so I'm gonna change Max with Futoshi so I can get Mitsuru. So then you could tell that Futoshi had a crush on Kokoro. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna protect you, because I care about you." Then Kokoro was like, "Oh, I want to switch with freaking Mitsuru." Then Futoshi was like, "Oh, you know." But all in all, Futoshi is a great example of suck it up and move on. All right. He knew that Kokoro didn't really like him that much anymore because of Mitsuru. And then he was like, "Oh well, I guess I can marry this guys." Oh, and about like the marriage scene. All right, I blame romantic anime for making me feel lonely at times. Damn you, a pilot's love song. High school memories. So anyway, high school. Yeah, romantic anime is not my thing. I mean, I know I'm gonna expose you, loners and single people. Yeah, like romantic anime, they make us feel bad. Yeah. Anyway, as for Kokoro herself, many people, fans are saying, bro, this is like the best girl from the anime. And I have to agree, she was like, well, she's really sweet and kind. And like, pretty much, I like the group. I like the group. And sorry if I don't remember her name, but that girl with the glasses, I'm so sorry. I don't remember her name. The girl with the glasses that had a crush on Ichigo. When the clones of Zero Two were like, oh, reproduction, we don't talk about that stuff. That's illegal. And then she like, the girl with the glasses, she slaps the clone from Zero Two. And as for the story, Cloxosaurus versus, well, the people on the dome. And then turns out that the Papa were freaking aliens from space fighting the Cloxosaurus. So pretty much the Cloxosaurus were the freaking good guys like all this time. And the aliens were like, hey, you guys, remember that fight we had like millions of years ago? Yeah, we're back to like beat the poop out of you guys. And then we can't forget about one of the key elements, the blue lolly, the Cloxosaurus queen, 01, as I remember. And she wasn't really, well, she was a key because she basically told us, like, oh, we're fighting the aliens. And then she gets freaking destroyed all easily on that freaking mech. Steriliza Plus or something, I don't know. And for the aliens, my cousin said, and as many fans say, that after episode 15, things got rushed and people didn't really like how the directors changed the characteristics of Zero Two from being like a sexy like a bad girl or something, and then all of a sudden she switches personality to be nice. But it's understandable because on the first episodes nobody trusted her, and then on the end of episode 15 they were like, oh, like we were being dumb with Zero Two. She saved us, so we love her now. So that would explain her character change. People change, you guys, alright? So she felt comfortable with the team, and then, her personality changed. But yeah, as my cousin said, bro, the freaking creators of this freaking anime were freaking horny, bro. Like, I cannot even explain, like, why. Like, bro, this is just freaking fan service. Like, bro, like, what is this anime for, like, teenagers? And then I was thinking before I made this video, like, the anime as a whole could have been shown in family life with, like, teenagers because, fan service. So, like, we all know that in family life, teenagers laugh when the professors freaking show the reproductive system. They laugh or they freaking blush and stuff. But in the anime, they could have showed the whole anime as a part of the family life, because they can be like, hey, you guys, teens, we know that you guys are gonna laugh about the freaking reproductive systems that we're gonna show on the board, but we'll just show you this anime so you can get a freaking view on the on the female and male reproductive system, and how love is, because you guys are freaking horny teenagers and you guys think that nothing is gonna happen, and then you get your girl pregnant, and then boom. So watch this anime before puberty. Anyway, guys, as an anime as a whole, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Story was great, just that the theme, the sexual thing was, like I'm mature, I'm 23, but the theme, teenagers be like, me, I was like, the theme's kind of whack, horny directors, but as for the characters and the plot, they were okay. And they died, Hiro and Zero Two died in space. It felt rushed, like many fans said. It felt rushed. Oh, and before I click off, you know, child anime kids, child Zero Two and Hiro, have a better freaking love story than us lonely adults. Alright, and there you guys have it. My talk about Darling in the franxx. And until next time, guys, peace. So when 生きて靴で行く学生僕を怖がらないでcringe